Welcome back to Cooking with Greg Wong. Thanks for stopping by. All you easy walkers out there, I hope you're enjoying this tool. It's been a fantastic tool for me. My friends and family just love the food. It happens fast, it's fresh, it's convenient, it's outdoors, the mess is outside. Today what I want to do is show you again how to burn the wok. We'll fire up the burner system and I'll go through this and you'll see how it actually burns. One of the tools that I want you to have when you're doing this is a set of channel locks. That'll help you grab the outside of the wok here so that when we get to up around this area, after we've burnt all around here, we want to get up around this part of the wok here. So this will allow you, while this thing is hot, you can just hold it right here and watch it burn. There's a couple key things that I want you to remember when you start to do this. The X72 gets really hot, okay? And the wok metal is not that thick. So if you burn it to where you get that metal glowing red hot, that's too hot, okay? You can actually start flaking and destroying the metal. So what we want to make sure is that you've got nothing else going on and you're just concentrating on this. You'll see it, the factory seal start to burn in the center. What we're going to do is slowly start rotating it and watch it burn off all the way around, and we'll continue spiraling it all the way out to the outer edge, and then when we get to the handle we'll do that. Then we'll let it cool. I'll scrub it out with just some water, and then we're going to fry an onion. All right, so I'm just going to get into this. We're going to fire up the burner. Here we go. So I'm going to wait, and as soon as I start seeing it smoke here, I'm going to watch for the factory seal to burn in the center. Again, we don't want this to get glowing red hot because that's too deep on the metal. I'm going to increase the fire. All right, you see it's starting to go silver? That's all we want right there. Now I'm going to start rotating it. See how it's nice and silver? We're just burning this off. And this will happen really quick with this X72. So, you see what I'm doing? It's gotten silver in the middle. Now we're just slowly going out. Going to spiral out to the outer edge. As you get closer to the handle, that's where we have the channel locks to help us out spinning this wok around. Almost all the way out there. Just keep spinning it around. An oven mitt would be a good thing to have too on your hand to protect you from the heat. All that factory, so you see that almost all the smoke is gone now. It stopped smoking because we burnt all that stuff off. So we just want to make sure we get all the way out there to the edge. Now I'm going to work on the area up here by the handle. That's it. Don't touch this baby, that's hot. So I'm going to shut the heat off. And as you can see, we burned it all off here, and I didn't go too deep to where we started getting metal flaking. And I think with the overhead camera you can see it pretty clearly, but let's see if I can show the front cameras what's going on. So now you see nice and silver here, and then the bottom is also burnt off, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to just let this cool down. Little standby tool, because I wanted to show you another thing that I'm going to just set this wok right up on here. The W3 iron bowl, for those of you who I've seen a couple images, and this lip right here, this is a shield to protect you this way. So I've seen people set up their burner so that the stem is underneath the top of the table. And that's not a good idea, only because if you turn this way, now the flames can shoot out under the wok, and if it's all the way under the table, you know, your hands can get in the way of the flames. So this is specifically designed so that this works as a shield to prevent the flames from coming at you. And when the wok is sitting on it, that whole area is closed off for flames. So right now we're going to just let this thing cool down. I'm going to give it a gentle scrub with a scouring pad and rinse it out. The wok is cooled down now, and as you can see, it got really nice and shiny and silver clean. So what I'm going to do is just put a little water in there and I'm going to scrub it out. I like to use a soft scrubbing pad, and that's it. So I'll just take a little bit of water here. Just discard that water. I'm going to put a fresh splash in here. And always when I'm finished cooking, I'll always use the heat to dry the wok. It'll get rid of all the moisture, most of the moisture, as well as the moisture inside the head. The heat of the burner will get rid of most of the moisture. So I'm going to fire up this burner, and we're going to do just that right now. Dry this baby out. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to season it. We're going to start the seasoning process. So I'm going to turn that heat off. When I grew up in my dad's restaurants, this is how I saw the chefs do it. So I'm only sharing what I learned. You can do it whichever way you like, but this is how I learned how to do it. I'm going to turn the fire on a little bit on a low heat, and then I'm just going to add this oil to the wok. So what I'm going to do here now, because there's not that much oil in here, it's already getting really hot, and it's ready to start frying this pungent vegetable. So I'm going to just blacken these onions. Just put those in here and just start frying these. And as they're frying, I'm going to just try to get this oil around all around the edge. So we're walking the world right now. We're up in the west side of the Sierras, up near the foothills of Yosemite, actually, where when I moved from New York, I moved right to the park. So this is kind of like my backyard. We're doing a little camping here. I've been up on the river doing some fishing. All right. Dial that heat down. All right, so now we're just going to let that cool down. I'm going to shut the main valve off, and the pilot light so that can cool down all the way. We're going to discard this, and we're going to simply just take some paper towels. Once it's cooled down, wipe it out clean, and this wok is ready to start cooking with. So thanks for coming by. I hope this helped you understand what to do with your new wok and get you cooking on this thing. Thanks for coming by.